Today we have a super important video on our hands because the agency game, the space, the industry, whatever you want to call it, is about to change forever, or it's actually changing as we speak. But it's super important. It's going to affect all of us. It's going to affect the small agencies, the big agencies, and pretty much anyone who sells their services to other companies. So even like solo freelancing firms are going to be affected by this. And we are pretty much seeing for the first time in a really, really long time, the whole space being reset in a way. And we are like transitioning into this completely new, never before seen era in our industry, right? So it's going to be really interesting. And there's big shifts going on in the market. And the good news about this, of course, is that there are a lot of really, really like cool and really powerful ways to win and dominate your markets and beat your competition and just scale and make a bunch of money that have never really been relevant before or necessary before, that now are more relevant than ever. And yeah, that's what we're going to be talking about today. Like the one big major thing that you have to take into account if you run an agency, if you do marketing, growth marketing, web design, whatever you do, it's going to be big. And if you have never been, by the way, on this channel, you might think like, oh, what is this crazy guy yelling on about this like FOMO, big hypey claims. Trust me, I know that it sounds really crazy, but it's actually true. And my name is Leevi Eerola, and over the past 3-4 years, I've worked with over 500 marketing agencies. I've run my own, or I still run my own. And we have generated our clients tens of millions of euros, tens of thousands of new booked meetings and hundreds of thousands of leads, thousands of new deals that we've helped our clients get. And this is pretty much my whole, where I have invested my whole career into. So it's obviously really important to me, and I wanted to just share it. But yeah, because I see so many agencies every single day, and like I talk to a lot of agencies and see inside of them, I'm able to spot a lot of like new up and coming trends and these things happening that maybe the average agency owner might not be able to spot. And that's what I'm going to be sharing today. I'll first break down like the big picture strategical thing, and then I'll give you like really straightforward, direct, tactical stuff that you can implement to take advantage of what's happening right now and make sure that you don't end up in a really bad spot in the next year or two. But pretty much what we have to understand, first of all, is like previously like in the agency space for like the last decades, like probably the last 100 years, there has been a lot of agency firms like this, and once again, software development, marketing agencies, whatever. I talk about marketing agencies because that's what we do, but it's once again going to apply to everyone. There has been a lot of agencies that have been able to make a lot of money just because there is a lot of businesses, a lot of companies out there who are willing to pay really good money for like really simple shit, right? Like everyone has seen this. Like they get paid to just do random stuff, or not random stuff, but like basic stuff, nothing really special. There is a company who, for example, an accounting firm in Europe, let's say this is our example, an accounting firm in Europe who figures out that, hey, we need to generate a bit more leads, or we need to update our website, or hey, we need to start doing email marketing. We want to do it, but they run into a roadblock. They don't have the skill, or they don't have the time, or they just don't have they don't want to do it, right? It just fucking sucks to do it, so they just don't want it. And they go and they find an agency like this. Let's say this is a Facebook advertising agency, and they're willing to pay them a really sweet chunk of money. Like there are agencies that charge $1,000 a month for this. There are agencies that charge $10,000 a month for this. There are agencies that charge even more. Depends on the niche, depends on the industry, all these things. But they are, for example, willing to pay $3,000 a month for them to run their ads and build some lead gen funnels for them and do some email backend marketing, just getting them some leads. And this is obviously great for these agencies because they don't have to have anything extremely special. They are able to hire like really like low level, entry level, like junior people into their firm, pay them pretty small wages, and they're able to like make a really good profit from their business model, right? So they might hire a junior media buyer to run the ads, and they pay them $2,000 a month, and they work 100 hours just for the sake of really simple math. They work 100 hours, so they're paying this junior media buyer $20 an hour, and then they go and find a client and they charge that client $100 an hour for the media buying thing. So after all the costs, after all the taxes and all the other things, like they still are left with really good profit margins. This is pretty much how the agency game has worked for the last 100 years. So I don't know the history of how far this goes into, but this is pretty much how it has worked forever. The agency is just playing like time arbitrage, paying an employee $20 an hour, selling their hours for $100 an hour, and taking whatever is left in between. But now in 2025, what is happening, maybe you have heard about it, I think all of us have heard about it, is there is this new, really cool, fancy thing called artificial intelligence. And once again, this is not gonna be like a hypey, AI is gonna fucking burn the world down video. This is actually like something really real that you'll see happening. AI is changing the game completely. And it's happening in two different ways. Obviously, AI has been around for a few years now, and this has been slowly happening. But AI is clearly like developing at a really rapid and compounding pace. It's getting better and better every single day as we speak. And this is gonna become like an even stronger effect. Like even a week or a month or a year goes by. So what's happening is two things are happening. First of all, these businesses here, for example, this accounting firm, suddenly they have access to AI, for example, ChatGPT, that they can use, and they are able to bridge the skill and the time gap between running a Facebook advertising campaign that they want to run and actually doing a thing and their current situation. They can, if they want to run Facebook ads, instead of logging into Facebook Business Manager, being super confused by all the fucking buttons, trying to watch some tutorials, not understanding anything, like struggling and everything being terrible, they can go to ChatGPT and they can say, hey, give me a step-by-step, in-depth SOP for setting up a Facebook advertising campaign to generate leads for our accounting firm based in Europe. And ChatGPT is going to give it to them. It's going to be a minute or two, and it's going to give them like exact click-by-click process to do it. And it's going to help them out. Hey, it's going to write the ads. It's going to write landing pages. It's going to do all these things for them. And even if you and me, we obviously know that like there is a massive difference, at least still, between good Facebook ad copywriting and ChatGPT copywriting. Like there is a big difference. Doesn't really matter what you and me believe. The only thing that matters is what our clients believe, right? If they have a really firm, strong belief that AI is equally as good as you are, it's gonna be hard to fight them on it. It's gonna be a long, extensive, really energy and time-consuming sales process to get them to believe that there is actually a difference. And once again, of course, a small caveat. There are, of course, really hyper up-to-date and advanced and sophisticated industries where like everyone understands that that's not the case, and they understand the value of good copywriting. Like e-commerce brands might have a better idea of what is the value of a good copywriter for an ad than like someone else. But obviously those are like really small edge cases, and that's also going to change over time. But yeah, if our prospects believe that AI is able to do the same exact thing that you do, obviously they are not gonna want to hire you for it. And if they do hire you for it, they are gonna not wanna pay as much. Previously, you were able to charge $3,000, boom, $3,000. And the reason why you were able to charge, for example, $3,000 a month, and I'll move this a little bit down here. The reason why you were able to charge $3,000 a month was because you were saving them a lot of time, but you also had information that wasn't super easily accessible to them, right? They didn't really know about strategies and tactics to run these ads, so they were paying for your time and for your information. Now, with AI, they're able to decrease the time to do something. Like if they don't really know about writing good copy or writing good ads, like they can just go to ChatGPT and there's, hey, write me an ad for this. The ChatGPT is gonna write it and they're gonna think, this is super great. And that's gonna be it. So they're not gonna be wanting to pay you for your skill that much or for your time as much, because they can do it in 5 minutes, and that's what they believe. And it's also way more accessible for them. They can get the step-by-SOPs and all this stuff from ChatGPT. So the value of your service is going to go down, and pretty much the only way how we can sell these companies if you match their new perceived value of your service, right? So if previously it would have taken them them 6 months to learn to do these ads, and it would have taken them 20 hours a week to run these ads, and it would obviously mean that they don't want to do it because it's painful, expensive. If nowadays they think that, okay, it's going to take us 7 days to figure this shit out. So it's gonna take us 7 days to run, like figure out all the things that we need. And it's gonna take me 60 minutes a week to run and optimize this. Like, they are going to obviously think that your service is worth way less than $3,000 a month. They might think, hey, I'll do it myself because I don't wanna pay 3K. And then if you like come to their level and say, hey, I will do this for you for $1,000 a month, they might think, okay, now it's worth it. I'll do it for $1,000 a month because like it's just 1K and I don't have to think about it at all, right? So you'll have to naturally drop your price when this starts happening. The second thing that is going to start happening and that's going to be affected by this is your competitors. Again, if you are just like a basic Facebook advertising agency, or if the service that you provide is something that is accessible to everyone, like through ChatGPT or through all these other sources, and like anyone can figure it out fairly easily, right? Like I'm not saying that like Facebook ads has been a super hard thing. I'm just using this as an example, but this goes for every service. Like the easier it is to do that service, the smaller your moat becomes, and the lower the barrier to entry is to do it. So you're gonna get a bunch of new competition who is starting to or who's willing to work for extremely small amounts of money, right? Like if you work for 3K, or if they see that you are now working for 1K, they are willing to go even further and drop their price to $500 a month, right? And that's what's gonna happen, because maybe they are just desperate and they're just trying to get their first few clients and make a little bit of money. They don't need that much. Maybe they are from a geographical area in the world. Maybe they're from a country where they can charge less, make less money, and still live really well. Or maybe they we also have to accept that there is just a lot of fucking stupid people in this world, right? Like some people are just dumb and they'll work for free because they just think that it's a good idea. That's something that we have to take into consideration. And because of AI and because of all these things, if you just run a basic Facebook advertising agency or cold email lead generation agency or web design agency or whatever kind of agency, your prospect is going to categorize you in the same category, right? Like there's the fucking idiot agency owner, right? Like this is the idiot agency owner here working for free, and then this is you here. You are a GigaChat and you have a fucking, I don't know what I'm trying to draw here. You have a GigaChat crown because you're the king of Facebook advertising. If both of you do Facebook ads and the prospect doesn't know better, they're gonna put you in the same exact category and they're gonna say, okay, these guys charge 2K, these guys charge $500. We'll just of course go with the cheaper one, right? And obviously, once again, this has been happening forever. Like this is not a new thing in the market. We have always had to educate prospects on stuff like what is the actual difference between you and a cheaper option in the marketplace. But through AI and through like the added competition and stuff like this, like it's just being amplified and amplified and amplified, and we are like seeing this at massive volumes in a lot of the markets. And then what even adds onto this effect is if you look at like the predictions and forecasts for the growth of the like global marketing advertising industry, like the whole industry as a whole. Like right now, if I'm not super wrong, I think the industry, I checked it yesterday, is worth around like 270 billion. Like the market advertising industry, and in 2029 it is predicted to grow to over 400 billion, right? Like around $407 billion a year. It's growing at a 5% compounding annual growth rate. Every single year is growing massively. So this is like now 2025, and this is like the prediction for 2029. And again, it doesn't really matter what the exact numbers say. Like I don't really fucking care about it. Like it's fucking gay, but. What is really clear is that companies are just willing to spend way more money on marketing and advertising agencies than they were before, because this is also happening in all other industries. If they are whatever kind of company they are now, they're also like seeing this price competition, and everyone's just being forced to compete on price, and everyone is having a harder time like just making money and like building a really scalable, profitable, thriving business. Right? So this is what's happening right now. This is the core big picture. We are getting AI is like devaluing our service in the eyes of our prospect. And also we are getting a bunch of new competition who's like willing to work for super fucking cheap, because now suddenly they can become also a Facebook advertiser, or suddenly they can build new sick websites, or suddenly they can do all these new things that they weren't able to do before, or they were able to, but they were just too lazy to figure it out. But now with ChatGPT, once again, they can write like, hey, write me a business plan for creating a marketing agency or creating a cold email outreach agency. And then ChatGPT is gonna say, pick a niche, create an offer, charge this amount of money, do this and this and that, deliver the service like this, and then suddenly people think that, I'm a fucking master. And once again, I really want to emphasize here, obviously, you and me, we know what is the difference between someone who actually has no experience, or someone who's just like a fucking idiot anyways, or someone who's working for super cheap, or someone who is like running their whole company based on ChatGPT, and you as an actual professional who has experience and has the skills and has the talent and has talented teams. Like, we obviously know the difference is massive. It's fucking crazy big. Like, it's not even comparable. But once again, it doesn't really matter what we know. Only thing that matters is what our prospects believe. And we, of course, through sales work and through the sales process, we can change these beliefs around. But if we are like super far off from the prospect's belief, it's gonna be a long and extensive sales process. So how do we actually solve this? What do we do? How do we figure this out? So in 2025 and going forward, the only way for you to get your prospects to pay you actually the big bucks, write you the big checks, and have actually like really good clients to work with is, and when I say pay the big bucks, again, I'm not talking about $1,000 a month retainers. I'm talking about $10,000 a month retainers. I'm not talking about $50 per lead. I'm talking about $250 per lead plus 5% revenue share, right? Like, we want to be charging big bucks, but it's gonna be hard if we are categorized in the same category as the marketing agencies who are working for fucking free. Is we have to do something, or we have to build something that is called a unique mechanism. And I know I fucking messed up the writing. Unique, I think this is how we write it. Unique mechanism. And pretty much what a unique mechanism is, unique mechanism is your own special way or special process to create results for your clients. And that's all it is. And it sounds way more complex than it actually is. So let's once again use the example of accounting firms. Let's say that our niche is accounting firms, and let's say we run a lead generation agency for accounting firms, and we help accounting firms get more leads and get more clients and scale through that. That's our whole thing. And we are super fucking good. We're extremely talented. We have a crazy good team. We have a lot of experience. All of that stuff. We are killers. So if our clients are always going to be at something called the starting state, right? The starting state is pretty much their current situation. And in most cases, because we humans are always driving for better and more, and we are never satisfied, usually their current state is never the state that they're satisfied with. It's pretty rare. So let's say that right now your client or your prospect runs an accounting firm that does $50,000 a month in revenue, and they are signing 2 to 3 new clients every single month through referrals or through whatever the fuck they're doing. And their dream scenario, their like end outcome or end state where they want to be at to finally feel fulfilled and be happy and live the life of their dreams, is they want to run an accounting firm that generates $100,000 a month, right? And for them to get there, they would have to be closing around 5 to 6 clients. And I just noticed my camera here in this corner, it just fucking ran out of battery, but I don't really care. I don't really have the time to charge it up and do all these fancy tricks. So we'll just keep going. Imagine I am here. This is me, right? Boom. So hopefully hopefully you're not here for my beautiful face. Hopefully you're here to just learn and grow your business and make more money. So you shouldn't care about the face cam. But anyways, this is our prospect's dream state. They want to be here. They want to be making twice as much as revenue. They want to be signing double the amount of clients they're signing right now, because they want to be making more money. They want to be more successful. They want to be more rich. They have all these goals. This is where they will be satisfied for at least a bit. So the only reason why your prospect has ever paid you money or would ever pay you money in the future, or even considers buying you money, is your process, right? Or your offer in other words. So every single service that is being sold, or every single product that is being sold in this world, is based on a mechanism, right? A mechanism to achieve a transformation. So let's say that you are super hungry, you're absolutely starving right now, and your end dream outcome is that you are not hungry, right? Pretty basic. There's a million different mechanisms that you can do. You can walk to McDonald's and you can buy a burger. Holy shit. You can you can walk to McDonald's and you can buy a burger, and through this mechanism of the burger, you're able to achieve your desired transformation. Or let's say that right now your big problem is that you are really bored out of your mind and you want to be entertained. You can go to the movie theater and go and buy a movie ticket and achieve a transformation and end outcome of being entertained, right? And once again, the movie ticket here is the mechanism that achieves you that transformation. So this is the same thing that's happening with our offers. When our clients are in a current painful, depressing state and they want to be somewhere else, they look at service providers, they look at products, they look at all kinds of offers in the market, and their only goal is pretty much to find an offer or find a process that is going to get from A to B. Super fucking simple. So let's say you run a Facebook advertising agency, as our example, or let's say you run, let's say Facebook lead generation. Let's say you run a Facebook advertising agency that generates leads for accounting firms. You have some kind of process. First, you build a lead magnet funnel for your client. Then you go and you write the ad copy. Then you go and you set up the Facebook advertising account, and then you go and launch the campaigns and you A/B test and do all kinds of stuff. And this is the reason why your clients pay you money, because they want you to complete these 4 steps. And previously, once again, remember, before AI and all these things, the client had no ability. In 99% of the cases, they had no ability to do this, or they had no time to figure it out. And it was just harder to get access to this stuff. Like, it wasn't as much of general knowledge, or it wasn't as accessible for companies. So now there is going to be 1,000 of these Facebook advertising agencies that do this exact same process because it's general knowledge. They ask ChatGPT, hey, how do I build a lead magnet funnel? How do I do this? How do I do that? What is a good strategy to generate leads for an accounting firm? ChatGPT is going to give it to them. And or the companies think that they can do it themselves. So the value of your offer in their eyes is going to go down. So the only way how we can compete here is by developing our unique mechanism, as I said. So pretty much a unique mechanism is a process with steps so unique or so special that it is not easily accessible to the general public. You can't ask ChatGPT about it, or like ChatGPT is not going to come up with that solution, or your competitors can't easily replicate it, right? It has to be something unique with a moat. And when you are able to build a process like this that is unique and not easily replicable and not like general knowledge, once again, you can't be compared to anything else. They can't compare you to using ChatGPT, or they can't compare you to other mass market beginner fucking shitty agencies out there because they're not able to replicate your process. So for example, a great example here would be, let's say that agency A, and I'll just remove this dollar symbol. Let's say that agency number A, let's use the green color here. Let's say agency number A, let's say the first agency in our example, they are a Facebook advertising agency, and they tell the prospect, hey, we can help you go from A to B with our process. And our process is that we will first build you a lead generation funnel, we will run you the ads, we'll do this and that. And your prospect is going to look at that process and they're going to say, that's pretty simple, that's pretty common knowledge. We can probably find someone cheaper to do it because there are so many cheap providers in the market, or we can just do it ourselves with ChatGPT. Only way how we will buy the solution is if they charge like $500 a month. Otherwise, it's not worth it, and we'll just find someone else, or we'll just do it ourselves. Right? Like, that's what's going to happen. But then, let's say there's an agency number B. So this is agency B here. Agent number B here comes in, and they have some kind of a completely unique way to create this transformation that is clearly superior to the old strategy of the industry, or old like general knowledge. So the agency B could, for example, say that, hey, we will use our internal network of VC companies and investors and consultants in your niche, and we will build you a referral partnership network, and these companies already work with your dream clients, and for a small fee of 10%, they will send their clients to you for accounting as well, right? And the great thing about this, the reason why this is so much better than this, is you don't have to spend $2,000 a month on Facebook ad budget. You don't have to talk to leads who have never heard of you. You don't have to fucking run ads in itself, and you don't have to deal with like Facebook algo bans and pixels and all this bullshit. And the deals are going to be higher quality, and they're already pre-qualified because the referral partners know what is your quality criteria, and they are going to trust you more because they are referrals, and they trust the referral partner, so they trust you as well. So you're going to close at a higher rate, and the calls are going to be easier, and you're going to be able to charge way more money for your services. So this is clearly an absolutely superior process, and it is a unique mechanism or a unique process with a moat that can't be replicated even if you use AI or even if you go and hire a cheap agency. Like, they're not going to be able to do it, right? They have not done the innovation, they have not the work to build it. Or let's say another way how we could have great moat is we would go to the accounting firm and we would say, hey, we will take your whole niche, your like ideal client profile, and we will use our custom AI model that we have spent $30,000 to build, and we will go and analyze their public filings. We will analyze their public filings and figure out like which companies have overpaid on their taxes or missed on like deductions that they have gotten or they could have gotten, and then we will create a personalized report of their like how much money they are losing out on, and we will reach out to them automatically with this personalized report, and we will show them how much money they could be saving if they work with a good accounting company. And the reason why this works better than all the other solutions in the market is, first of all, it's super unique, so we're able to reach clients that generally don't resonate with this kind of marketing. We're able to position you completely differently, so other accounting firms are being seen as just like a mandatory accounting expense. But now you are you're being seen as a profitable or like a profit-generating partner that they should have. Like, if they don't work with you, they're missing out on profit. And we're going to be able to get we're delivering value up front, so we're going to be able to charge more, and the calls are going to be way easier, and the client relationship is going to be better. And once again, this, when explained like this, is a clearly superior process, and it's fucking clear that it's better. Right? There's no doubt about it. And once again, there is some kind of moat. The moat is the custom AI or the innovation or the specifics that, for example, ChatGPT doesn't have. And when you are able to do this, and when you are able to present the prospect with a solution that is clearly superior and unique and not easily accessible to them, unless they work with you, if you get sold on the mechanism, like if they hear your mechanism and hear your process to get them results, if they buy into it, if you sell it well enough and it clearly makes sense, they're like, holy shit, like that process is the only thing that makes sense. All the other processes are garbage. We have to use this process to get to achieve the transformation. There's no other way. Like, it's going to be really easy to close the deal, right? First of all, you can't be compared to anything else. You can't be compared to AI or anything they've seen before. So you are in a category of one, right? Like, the only way the prospect will be able to get access to this is to working with you. So you are in the category of one. And when you are in the category of one, the great thing is, price is not a concern, right? Because there's nothing to compare it to. If there was only one, you see this all the time, like there is like one super rare baseball card in the world, that there's only one of these baseball cards in the world. Like, there's some fucking idiot who spends $1 million on the baseball card. Because there's only one, it can't be compared, no one can compete on the price, you can't be undercut, there's no other way to get it. They either accept your price or they don't. So this, like, moving forward, in the age of AI and all of this stuff happening in the game, like, the only way for you to actually sell good deals, get good clients, get good results, is to build out a unique mechanism that is clearly superior to compared to all the other processes in the market, and something that is not easily replicatable. So it is going to require some innovation. It's going to require some thinking. It's going to require some testing. But once you get it, like, holy shit, the money you are able to make with this stuff is crazy. Like, you're going to get more leads, more calls, more clients. They're going to stay with you for longer. Everything in your business is going to fucking go massively up because of this. So yeah, of course, if you want to see how you could build your own unique mechanism and want our help for it, go check out Agency Velocity. I'm gonna try to fucking write it, but go check out Agency Velocity from the description. And because this is what we help agencies with, we will help you build your unique mechanism so you can grow your agency to the new stage. And of course, like and subscribe to the video.